welcome back to Match Island, ladies and gentlemen. This is part 2, and no, it was not a one-off. This is going to be a series going forward. Just because, like I said before, there's a lot to talk about with this game. Normally, when it comes to games, like, it's weird because you wouldn't think I would be playing this, but as you saw in part 1, oh man, there is a lot to talk about. The story is, whew, boy, gives me lots to talk about, materials. But yeah, anyways, let's just continue with this. So we're in part 2. We're going to be introduced to a new character by the name of Prudence. I won't go more into her because the story is going to evolve over time, and I feel like we're all going to learn on this character together with everyone else. So there's no real point to kind of giving you an explanation of who she is and what, like, the whole thing here. But the other stuff, too, is that we're going to be upgrading to another level after that to talk more about the story when it comes to Amy. As we left off, Amy was complaining and thinking, what could she do? Because she's moved to this island for a new life. And she's like, okay, now what? What do I do? Well, in this story, in this episode, we might finally come to the conclusion of what that might be. So we're going to have to wait and see what that might be, and all that more instead. Anyways, let's just go ahead and dive right into the game because, oh man. So before we begin, I just want to show this off during the beta. Yeah, there's this weird glitchiness. My screen is a little bit wider, so it's not connecting all the way. But you get to see in the background, like, how this game loads. So really, it's just, everything about it. It's just, like, you can tell they put some effort in here. Oh yeah, also, let's open our box. Got a shovel and a jam jar, which is nice. So I get to have these items just in case. So let's go ahead and do this. And get ourselves infinite lives for an hour. So that's nice. Can't really use it so much because the match system isn't working properly 100%, but it's what you get. Anyways, we click on the house, and here she is. Here is Prudence. Yep, there she is, walking about. We're going to get introduced to her in a minute, but we have to do one last thing before we can continue on with our quest. But yeah, this is her right here. She has a few tasks. Rubik's Cube, tell Amy a story, sunbathe, I'm getting too fast here, but you get a good idea is her doing this stuff here. She has like 2 costumes, by the way. Prudence as a character is interesting because she's that kind of friend. Oh yeah, I have to put flowers down, so I might as well do that. She's that type of like, you'll get to see she's like one of those typical friend types that you want to have in the game per se. So we got that going on here. So let's put this flower down and continue.
So Prudence, this'll be your house. Grimokan's been helping everyone build their new homes. Thanks. It's lovely. It looks quite like my home back in London. It's beautiful. So I hear we're building a city from scratch, huh? I have some ideas for it. If you could use the help, Grimokan.
Yeah, that's nice, but you don't have to call me that. Just call me Grim. I feel like I'm gonna forget that.
I do find it a little strange that the island looks like it's been inhabited before.
Also, why is Prudence talking and not Amy?
The other day I saw the main beach out my window, and there were some things there already. Like somebody left them there. Huh. That's odd.
Okay, now Amy's talking for Prudence. What is going on here?
Hey, why don't we go take a look at the main beach? I actually have some ideas for the place.
Really makes you think. Who were here before and why did they leave? It makes you think indeed. I mean, that is a good question. Why is there stuff here before? I have some theories when it comes to Pixie.2 and all this stuff, but anyways, speaking of him...
Use the shovel to clear off any cells with... Break the wooden crate.
Thank you, Pixie. That's nice. So this will be the first episode where we're actually going to be skipping a lot of these and going fast forward, so we'll see how that goes. Afterwards, let's start giving up and going, nah, screw it, I'm not going to bother anymore, because at some point, watching me suck at puzzles is not really the best in light, but, if for the first few while you're going to see these puzzles, just so you get a good idea of how these go. And if there's no Pixie talking, these puzzles are going to be quickly fast forward just to save on time. And believe me, you would want that, especially if you're the type of person who gets frustrated with watching some people not do things properly. Like I am, because there are certain things I'm looking at here and said that, well, I could have done this, but my brain wasn't there at the moment. You know, it's always, when you're in the moment, it's hard, but then you watch it later on and go, oh, you idiot. But, whatever. Hooray, level complete. I get that, which is needed for the quest. So let's do that. Put that down here. However, now that I'm thinking about it, I think we should continue. So let's do that here.
It matches tiles with jelly to complete the...
Also, notice how the jelly is overpassing the word bubble. I think they may have to fix that during their full release. Something I've just realized. Yeah, that was the weird thing about that too. It's gonna happen again when we do the ice thing, so just pay attention to the bubble pop and you'll see that it's over top of it. So maybe just fix that visual bug, but other than that, it's not that bothersome. I didn't really pay much attention to it. It's only after editing I'm going, huh, that's weird. But yeah, it just kind of goes more into telling you how these mechanics work, the gimmicks of what you need to do, and then it's just all that and more. So you get a good idea with how this game goes. Now, something I'll make, well, hold on, after we're done this, I'll continue.
Now I'm thinking we could build a hotel around here where I could be the manager. Wow, you really do have lots of plans for the island. Hey, do you think it's weird that I still don't know what to do here?
Why are you asking her? She just arrived here and you're already talking to her about your problems. Come on, Amy, stop thinking about yourself.
Huh? No, I don't think it's weird at all. You've only just arrived in the island after all.
Just like her. Man, I have to say, my voices are not the best. But, you know, I try. Oh, Lord, I try. You know, the guys are going to be just fine, I think. But, yeah, oof. Yeah, so one of the things I kind of joke about is with Pixies, like what he does and all that stuff. And thinking about it now, I'm like, wait a minute. It's going to be probably one of those things that's going to be like, oh, you know, I have an island too. You should go look at it and, you know, save your files on Facebook in order to see it. I think that's what they're going to go for, but it's not implemented yet, so.
But I don't think it's a matter of what I think. What do you think? I think it might be time to start figuring it out. It's just that I'm scared, you know? I tried back home to stay my own things, and it didn't work out.
That face of disapproval.
Alright, why don't you tell me all about it over a couple of drinks? Grim, could you give us a hand with that?
What, give you a drink? I'm not your butler. I have puzzle games to go for. Not to mention that I'm an inanimate person. I'm in the fourth world. I can't come into yours. So I can't do that even if I wanted to. Oh, I have a free booster on this level. That's nice. Thanks, game. Anyways, yeah, this is the first time we're going fast mode. And the music goes fast and you get the nice little, like... Yeah, see, look how fast that was. That was real quick. That was easy. But yeah, the fast mode on that is just like, so good when it comes to the quality of the going quick. But especially with the little noises that come with it, it's like satisfying noises, the ASMR of sorts. So we're gonna put this thing down on the beach with weird sand, and then we'll continue on with the story. So
you'd like to have your own business, but still don't know exactly what you want. That's right. Well, that's something, isn't it? At least you know that much. We could think about it together, if that's what you like. After all, 2 heads are better than 1, right? How about I come by tomorrow and give you a hand?
Aw, why not now? Yes, the New Girl in Town Part 3, we're done. Yay! So now we get to go to Part 6 with 5 stories, quest lines for this one. And we unlock the countryside, which is going to be part of the quest's narrative. So in this part, this is where Amy's going to discover what she wants to do as a job, and all that fun stuff and more. So let's go ahead and just kind of dive right in.
You're really lucky they had something ready for you here, Grim. Figuring out what I want is not as easy as I thought. I hope Prude can give me a hand with that.
Oh, look at that. She already gave her a little nickname. Isn't that cute?
Oh, I think she's at the door already. Hey, Prude. Thanks for coming. Where should we start? I was thinking the three of us could take a walk around the countryside to check out your options. Plus, I heard Grim has some work to do over there.
Oh, okay, that's what it is, huh? You're just, I'm just conveniently working there, so might as well bring him along. So expand the countryside and, expand that. Job hunting, by the way, is what it's called here. And what's funny about this is, I just got reminded something I forgot to talk about last part. But when I put Bob's trashy trailer in the last episode, I didn't explain why I put it near the beach as I did. If you notice, there's like these weird footprints there, and I figured, well, this guy's barefoot for some reason, so let's go ahead and, put near the sand, because it looks like he kind of walked off from there, right? That's my thought process. But, yeah, he's not the only guy who's going to be walking around barefoot. That will come another character in the nearby. I don't know. There's like oh, there he is right there. Kind of quickly saw that. There's a meme. Also, there's some of these items that are premium or, like, ridiculously high, and it's so dumb. And I feel like some of these, a shed full of memories. I feel like some of these weird items are going to be like, oh, you're going to have to buy them when it's on sale kind of deal. So, yeah, and oh, well, whoops, we got to our first problem. This is the reason why I couldn't do anything, because we're in this whole loading hell. This just doesn't work. So, every time we get a loading problem, oh yeah, and this is the animation, by the way, her juggling apples. Very talented. Yeah, and that's going to be part of the quest line, by the way, too, at some point. I don't know why, but that's something she does. Let's see what Prudence animation with her doing Rubik's Cube. So she seems like she knows it. Yeah, look at that. Oh, wow, look at that. She's very fast at that. It's going to be one of those weird things where it's like these weird, the boxes of unsolved Rubik's Cubes, and then solves it within 15 seconds, and then this is kind of doing that out of boredom. Yeah, those are interesting puzzles. Anyways, yeah, we're going to have these two do these animations because it's new and whatnot. And we got some access to these characters. So 37 is probably the last one, but I'm not sure how far the story is until it's done. But 37 seems like the last character to have. And that home in particular, the last one, says Pixie's Supplier or Pixie's House. So it's like, okay, so that's Pixie, and apparently that owl is related to them. I don't know who exactly they are, but I guess we'll find out when we get to 37. But I don't know if, again, I'm not sure if the bug is intentional to be like, oh, well, we can't have you past this just yet because we're not done with the story. We have ideas, but it's not there. Like, it feels like at a certain point they're done, because at some areas it's like, oh, this is the whatever area, like the blank area, and there's no blank there, right? Like I think there was like a milking station and it's like blank areas, whereas other areas in the map is already kind of done and isolated. So it tells me that perhaps they have stories and whatnot up to that point. Oh, and look at that! I'm like I'll talk about the leveling system when it comes to getting stars in the match things in a minute, because we're gonna be continuing with number 11. We got some nice goat petting thing there, but of course, more loading bug errors. So that's always great. I love this. I love having to listen to this. So every time, yeah, and then this is Pixie's. Yeah, so this is Pixie's things is unlocked now. I don't know why it's unlocked at level 5, but okay. They don't get available until later on, but yeah, so this is an example of that. Continue faster, more with puzzles, because I ended up getting it working. I don't know what's causing the bugs, by the way, for the thing not to load in properly, but, it's what it is. We have to deal with it. So it's like, whatever. Apologies. Tired. Work and all that stuff. Life in general. But, Yeah, nice, fast song. Oh, yeah, and this is gonna be interesting because this, I think, is gonna be the first time we don't win, unfortunately. Oh no, so close. Oh, but 100. No, no, we're not gonna do that. Sorry.
You lose all the boosters from the O-meter if you quit now.
And this is where your punishment comes in. If you're like, I'm not gonna spend 100, I'm gonna lose this stuff. Well, congratulations, this happens. Yeah, you're getting to 30%? Nah, bye. All gone. That thing resets every 24 hours once you hit some goals. It resets to 24 hours, so...
Look, it's Jim and Jake. Hey guys, what are you doing here?
Oh, we were just working for a while.
Am I the only one who hasn't figured out what to do yet, Grim?
No, stop asking. Yeah, so anyways, Jim and Jake here are actually farmers, hence why they're... Oh, look at that. Booster pack with all this stuff. Oh, Yeah, no thank you. I don't want this. It's, you should never use it. You'll get some good items for free, so there's no point in getting that stuff. Yeah, but yeah, oh god. Oh, man. So I'm really seeing the problem when it comes to these puzzles, and... I'm concerned with some of these when the updates come in, once this game fully released, and when they do like events, because you know they're gonna do events, and I'm like, oh, how are you gonna run this in here? Because I've played Adams, and ooh, I'm not a fan of that. But anyways, let's see what's going on when it comes to the twins.
We've decided to start our own farm, something everyone could use. Hey, and what have you been up to?
Oh, you know, the usual stuff.
Depression.
Oh, You know what? We're a little busy at the moment. We can catch up later, okay?
Alright, we still have to finish setting everything up. Do you mind giving us a hand before you go, Grim?
Yeah, of course, because there's nothing else I can do, right? Oh, never mind, I already did it. I am quick.
Hey, Amy. You know, needing a little more time to figure out what you want is nothing to be ashamed of. Yeah, I know. I just didn't realize I had to start thinking about it right away. You know who might be able to help? Pixie. He knows the island better than us, doesn't he?
Why would you talk to him? He already told you that it's not none of his business. But fine, let's go talk to Pixie. Yeah, so let's see what Pixie's been up to, shall we?
Did someone say my name?
Hey, what are you doing here?
I live here. I'm a bum. I got no house. I'm just running around while everyone else has a home.
You know, that's sad, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. This guy doesn't have a house.
Oh, I was just thinking about how to best use this area. Looks like a perfect soil for harvest, doesn't it? And I thought it'd be nice to plant a couple of apple trees and then later on start selling their apples. How about you help me plant it and tell me what it is that you wanted to talk about?
Okay, Pixie, let's do this stuff, and wouldn't you know it, we're probably gonna have to play puzzle games, don't we? Yes, we do! Okay, we're gonna have to play puzzle games in order to get that stuff, so let's do that, and, ooh, what's this? 25, huh? Oh, man, that's, a lot of money. For trying to see what that is, but, yeah, when you click on super hard, you get, wow, 250! Yeah, yes, please. Let's do it. Let's try our luck with this. Oh, look, he's very angry. Yeah, you can tell the level system with colors, so you can tell, oh, man, this is not going to be fun. So, this is the thing I'm kind of concerned with, because some of these puzzles, like, oh yeah, they're normal, and then there's hard, but then they're super hard. Like, ooh, man. Now, oh boy. Man, I joke about this, but this is the type of things you expect with this kind of game, right? These types of games, you kind of expect that that's what is going to happen there, right? Oh yeah, and I also have a jug there that I'm not using for some reason. I think I'm just waiting for the apple up. Oh, never mind, I just used it anyways. Right, so this is interesting because, like, as you see, I end up not getting it properly. Like, I lost, right? Oh man, but 100. So I'm like, I'm close, so let's do this. And to solve the problem, I think I figured out what to do. Very simple. I think... Yeah, I did it. So now we're just going to have to do this. And then I think at some point I'm like, you know what, screw it. Use the power, do that. Yay, I did it! 150 profit. Yeah, I lost 100, but hey, like 250, I get 150 back. There you go. Profit. So the net loss was worth 5 more, right? That was like risk, though, right? Look how much. I feel like these rubies are not going to be as... You know what? I'm starting to think now why they're doing this. And, well, we're going to have to wait and see once the game fully comes out if they're going to change. Like they usually do. They'll probably change the outcome of certain things and items will look different. So it'll be curious once this game fully comes out what's changed and what they've decided to add in and all that stuff. But we'll end up waiting and see. Also, yeah, we finally been able to get our apple tree, by the way. So, there's that. So we just have to find a good place to put Pixie's apple tree. And I joke, you know, realistic, when you think about it, it's like, yeah, poor Pixie. We make all the houses for all the other characters, like we did with Amy and all the other characters that move in. Yeah, Pixie has no house here. He just walks around. Now, I think the last 27 area, I think that's his house, but... As far as I know, he had no house. So it's like, okay, what does he do all day? And that's when I kind of came to the conclusion of, oh, these games... Oh, no, I don't want to spend that much money for that. For these games, what usually ends up happening when it comes to Pixowl particularly is that they tend to kind of do this weird thing where it's like, oh, we'll spend, when you log into your Facebook and save it through that, you get access to our town, right? Our preview of what you can have your thing to look like, right? So I'm thinking that at some point when that gets introduced or implemented, there'll be like Pixie's like, well, I have my own island I take care of. You can check it out for yourself. And there'll be a quest to check out Pixie's island. And you get to go there. And it's just like, oh, so that's what you do all day. You quote unquote, that's your island you take care of. I'm already suspecting that's going to be a thing. Oh, yeah, and these are suppliers, by the way, these trees, right? Because they provide you fruits and whatnot. So that's where that goes. I remember all the Pixowl games where it's like you collect things and it goes in this inventory system. Well, that gets introduced too after this point. So I figured, you know what? We're boredom, so what do we do all day? Play puzzle games. I mean, why not? We have some time to kill, and we're going to have to play these puzzle games anyways to continue on with the storyline, so might as well kill it now, so it can go quickly out the door, which, smart move in some cases. Unfortunately, though, as of right now, I'm stuck on a particular mission because, again, I can't get access to playing puzzle games, so I can't get access to getting items I need to put down for the story, so that sucks, and I'm waiting for a patch to come out so that they can finally fix it. But yet, nothing's there yet. So, yeah, sad. Sucks to be me. But, hey, what can you do? But, yeah, so far, like, you can see why I'm starting to kind of do covering of this story, right? Like, the game itself, it's like, it's cutesy and whatnot, but, oh, man, the story, oh, mwah, perfect. Oh, ooh, that story, though. It's brilliant. I love it. I love it. But, yeah, so we got this here, so we're going to move this around. We're going to move the little sheeps, and then we're going to put this right here. There we go. It's still kind of wonky with the stuff, but whatever. Yeah, so there it is. Look at my little area. That's kind of cool. Also, they have this nice looking fence here, but the fences they provide so far doesn't do this, so it's kind of false advertising. I think they need to fix the spacing to kind of have proper fencing area, because you'll see, I think later on, with like, try to put fencing up, there's like this weird gap, and it's like, oh, that's nasty. It's not like in their other games that they ends up fixing it. But, yeah. No more, so we're not going to get that shelf of memories, and I guess we're going to try hard. Let's see what that's going to be like. I love how they do these different faces too, and not only that, but they kind of give... Apologies. They kind of give off this, like, quick little image to say like, oh, here's a hint that you can do in order to get special power or do special things, right? Like, I'm new to these kind of match games. I'm sure other people are probably like, oh yeah, they're into the match game kind of stuff. Like, I've seen channels that are like only for match games, the type of Lily Garden kind of playthrough kind of deal. But when it comes to this game, the whole appeal of it, it's the whole island aspect, and they kind of merged that with this too. And I think it's because they tested out this mechanic, and I'm hopefully will be able. Oh yeah, look at the horsies. Can't buy it because it's too much money. Yeah, again, that's never gonna be put on the island, sadly. But what was it? There was this weird when they introduced the mechanic back in July, and hopefully I get to cover that once it gets to the atoms. That was a new thing, and it was like, oh, this is cool and fun at first, and then it just got to a point where it's like, oh no. Oh no, like any other game. So it'll be interesting how they're gonna try to implement these items all together. But you know, we'll have to wait and see, because again, this game is in the beta, or you know, early soft launch. Once this game fully goes out, that's when they're gonna do the hard marketing type of stuff and all that things and deals. So yeah, this whole thing right now is just trying to kill some time. I got this, by the way. So I'm at Hugsley's to-do list. By the way, this is interesting because this to-do list is exactly like the billboard from their other game, Snoopy's Town Tales, that they use to do the Help Wanted stuff. But, yeah, once we got to this point here with Hugsley, I'm like, okay, so I got all the items I need to do just in case in order to progress with this storyline, so I'm good, right? That's Hugsley's to-do list. We'll get introduced to Hugsley a little bit. Next part is when Hugsley comes in, but we get to get introduced to his quest line at the beginning like we did with Prudence. So, him as a character is quite interesting, and I have an idea of what I'm going to do for his voice-wise, and hopefully it comes out well, but we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. But, yeah, this whole thing is just going to be interesting. Man, that music though, going fast, and that nice, like, hold on, I'm just gonna be quiet real quick, just listen to this. You hear that snapping? That's quite nice, right? Right, it's weird ASMR sounding. It sounds pleasant when it goes fast, right? I don't know why that is, but there you go, you know. Made some discoveries. Oh no, is this going to be another one of those? Oh, no, I think I got this. I think I know what I'm going to be doing here to solve this. Got one down, so now I gotta... Yep, did it. Okay, cool. Thank the Lord I got that special, the special jug that just eliminates all the items that you touch, right? And you gotta love that too, that whole jug with a jug is like, annihilates everything on the board, right? That's the one you really want to have, but, you know... I'm not gonna get lucky on that. But yeah, these are the fences I talked about before. Like, it looks like, I'm like, oh, I have an idea I want to put a nice fencing on places. And I'm realizing, oh, wait, the whole spacing issue is kind of wonky. Right? So watch this. So I'm gonna be like, oh, you know, I'm gonna start like this, right? I'm gonna try my best. I'm like, okay, I can't do that. Alright. Alright, fine, I'll do that there. Right? Now look at this. Look at this. What is this? This is disgusting. Why did they give me fences that I can't do fences with? Like, look at the up there, right? That's perfect. That's what I want to do. This game doesn't let me do that. It's like, why? Why do you not let me do that? Oh, good. Another 251. Super hard. Oh, man. Get those squeakies down on the floor and get rid of those jellies. Man, how long? Oh, man. That's too long. Alright, we'll skip time. Alright, how long now? Unless I check. Yeah, okay. Nah. Still not long enough. I'm kind of tempted to be like, oh, skip video? Nah. I'll get the boxes instead. So, 41 coins. Yeah, it seems like that's probably your best effort to get these coins and farm them as of now. It's like, these buildings don't produce anything. It's like they want you to do it for the blocks or other progression stuff. And, okay, yeah, I can see why this is super hard. Look at the squeezies over there. I believe this was one of those ones that I ended up not completing. I know one of them I ended up not completing. I just don't know which one. Oh, never mind. I got the squeezies. Oh, great. Now I have to deal with the ones up there. Oh, man. Man, these games. Like, why? Why would you torture me like this, man? My only luck is if I can get a... what do you call those fruit stuff across, or... I'm trying to think if I was able to do this or not. Like, you could tell how long this was because I was trying to think how to do this, like, using my brain. I mean, you know, big brain time. You gotta use my brain to think, how am I going to solve this problem, right? Every time super hard puzzle comes up, big brain time. You know. Right, man. Oh, man. Yeah, so I was like, okay, you know, oh, I did it. I did it, everybody. Yay. That quick fade, that was nothing. Don't worry about it. It's not like I failed. No, I did it first try. That's all you need to know. And I got this choo-choo train. Yeah, and I got money too. 10. Oh man, I'm getting rich. Yeah, so you get this box train thing like they kind of advertise in the commercial thing. But what you find out is that the actual train part costs currency, and it's like, oh no. Alright, whatever.
And that's how it's done. And it's funny you should mention you still don't know what you do here in this island. Because I just need someone to help me collecting apples.
Oh, how convenient, Pixie. Man, it's almost like you did this deliberately, intentional. But let's see what Amy has to say about your... That face is giving up, what are you talking about?
Really? You like me to help fruit picking?
Well, I don't think I'll be able to collect them all by myself. I got plenty to do here already.
Oh yes, plenty to do, like wander around without no house and do absolutely nothing. Lots to do.
Plus, Jim and Jake has already been eyeing my apples, if you know what I mean. It's only a matter of time until someone starts stealing them. Would you like to give it a go? If you like the gig, you can join my collecting business.
Oh, paranoid owl. Oh man, they're looking at the apples like, like a piece of fruit. Delicious. Just like, really, Pixie, you gotta be so... Okay, whatever. So we have to wait for collecting apples, so it takes a few minutes. So let's go ahead and learn a new thing we have to deal with, which is this.
Make batches with frozen peaches to break the ice.
So now we get introduced to these ice mechanics. So the gimmick with these ice is that they do not move. You cannot move any items that are stuck on the ice. Now if you were to level something on the bottom, it will go down on the bottom, but you cannot move anything stuck to the ice. So you can't move up or down, nothing. You have to actually match it with whatever the ice is. You want to change where items on the ice, you have to level it down and have another item take its place. So this is one of those weird mechanics. Now this is where the special power-ups come in, because some of them are very unique. If you have a lot of them, you could be like, okay, you know what, I'm going to eliminate all this stuff at once and just kind of click on it. I think the shovel eliminates everything on the sideboard. I believe the bucket allows you to remove not remove, but it allows you to kind of change one, move one area to another one without using a move. And I think the rake, no, that might be the rake, and I think the bucket is like collecting. I don't know. I know both, two of those. I just forgetting what the last one does, because I know one of them does something else. And usually they give you a good idea to kind of give you like, oh, this does this. So I guess this is the hotel in question that's. Great, I already forgot her name. Prudence was talking about. You know, she's like, oh, I want to run a hotel near the beach. So I think this is said hotel that she was talking about, maybe. I'll put it here for now. I'll try moving stuff around and making my island look good. And, of course, why is it... Here's the other thing, too. I've just realized this now, with Elvis being in here. This happened the same thing with Adams. What is it with cats being NPCs only? That's what I'm trying to understand here, right? We got Mr. Muffins and Goosebumps. We got Kitty originally from the Adams. And now we got Elvis here. Like, what is it with cats being just walk-around characters you can't do anything with? Now, I am 100% guaranteeing that they're going to be like, oh yeah, NPCs, but then they'll be like, you know what, nah, we're going to give this thing tasks, right? We're going to make it an exclusive character that you can only get through bundles. Yay! Because that's the model they're going to be going with moving forward. Because, you know, it does so well with the other games, so why not, right? So, we wait for a little bit for the apple. Oh, there it is. So let's pluck them apples and, oh, and you get introduced to this.
All the items you collect will be saved in your inventory.
Yeah, so once you collect your first item, hooray, look at that, your inventory. So let's go ahead and buy some space because Lord knows only 10 is going to be ridiculous. Can't do that. Oh no, can't have that. So this is the long process we have to wait for, by the way. And, yeah, and by the way, if you lose a life, it's like 30 minutes to get a new one, so it's not that long of a wait, to tell you the truth. So it's like, I feel like these story mission ones are not going to be as bad. I'm curious about the events, the limited time ones. That's the one I'm kind of worried about, because judging by some of the things I've been playing as of now, it's like, it's not intrusive, but I'm like, oh boy, oh no. Some of these are just, ooh boy, yeah, that's all I could say is, ooh boy, right? And, my best advice is hold on to some of these special, weird items, because then you can just go ahead and, use some of them, right? Like I just recently did now. Now, it's interesting because most of these games are going to be playing out just like this, so it's kind of weird to kind of showcase it. Just because it's like, you know, this kind of stuff is not really so fun. Problem is, this is the only thing that kind of fills your time with content, by the way, because afterwards, if it's just like the story stuff, it's like completely nothing. Because it's like one of those quickie things. Now, that might change once the game goes into full live. We won't know. I know that currently the other two games are having issues with some of its players not liking how the events have been shaping up so far. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, boo! No, I didn't do it. Oh, well, whatever, I did it. Yay, I did it now. What are you talking about, Amy? I did it. I got all of it done, and I got stars for it. But, yeah, anyways, so we're gonna pretend as if that didn't happen. So, right. Oh, ooh. Ignore the lives I've lost. Didn't happen. Right. So there's a lot of stuff, when it comes to this game, particularly, like, it has potential to be something, and currently, right now, the other games are having issues, and from what I understand from the developers, they're like, oh, we have something in mind that we might want to do and change. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to be curious of what this is, because if it is actually good, then it might be good to switch it up every so often. Oh, man, of course, we get this loading screen error. This is going to be a natural occurrence, so just ignore that. Alright, that's going to be a meme moving forward until we get off of the beta. But, anyways...
So, how did it go? I see Grim's been giving the area a little spruce. I gotta say, it looks darn good.
Oh no, don't tell me you were gonna be punny like Curly.
Well, it was kind of cool, actually. The apple smells really great, and I like working outside. Although, I can't say I'm completely sure this is what I want to be doing here on the island.
Well, I applaud your efforts, in any case. Get it? Apple? Odd? Applaud?
Yes, we get it. Stop being punny.
Yeah, that's some sophisticated sense of humor you've got there.
Man, me and Amy are thinking much alike.
Alright, why don't you sleep on it and make a decision tomorrow? You look quite a lot today, milady.
Stop being cringy. I had to bring in some old laugh tracks just to prove my point. Anyways.
No. Huge apples want to eat me. I can't. Please.
Just take the apples, sweetie.
Mom? Is that you?
Yes, honey. Thought I'd pop by your subconscious and remind you the importance of hard work.
That's kind of creepy, her mom coming into her dreams. That's the last thing I want any parent to do. Imagine if I was dreaming something I didn't want them to see. That'd be very awkward.
You didn't think I worked 2 jobs all your life just so you can enjoy yourself in a tropical island, did you, Peach Pit?
She calls her Peach Pit. Nice.
Dream? Just a dream?
Is it a dream or was it a nightmare? Oh no, not giant apples, please. Anyways, this is the last thing, which is her juggling apples, because, yeah, spoilers, she found her job. She's gonna be doing this stuff, because that's the only thing you could do on this island, right? Sell fruits. I will give the game credit, though. They're actually kind of doing this whole kind of vegan thing, right? It's like, oh yeah, you know, fruits and veggies and all that stuff, so it's not offending anybody. And I'm like, okay, you know what, yeah, nah, whatever. I mean, you're on an island, there's not really animals you can kill, so it's like, yeah, okay, fruits. Why not? Works, right? And especially you have talking animals too, so it could be kind of awkward. But there are certain animations that, you know, yeah, it's not all vegan. That's all fun and games. There, I'll talk about that when we get close to those animations in the future. But what's interesting though with this whole this is the first time we got introduced to like Amy's mom, and although we do see a brief look at them in the background at the beginning of the video, I have a feeling because we now know her name being Janet, it seems like that's going to be one of those characters that's going to appear in the game at some point. When? I do not know, but I have a good feeling that Amy's mom might pop in. Just because they went ahead and gave her a name. It's like, okay, so this character is going to be somewhat significant in some way, shape, or form. I'm not sure what exactly. Oh yeah, and I also did the skipping thing because at this point I'm like, okay, screw it. Alright. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do with this because, quite honestly, the story, it's getting to me there. But, oh, that's not the only reason why I kind of like this game. Especially when it comes to, I gotta love it when it's in a beta. And, you will see why. Because, there's something that happens to, I won't say it just yet, but it will be coming up in just a little bit. It's what you call bugs, and sometimes bugs can be humorous if you know what you're doing within how you act. But yeah, a lot of, and I'm already seeing. Yeah, okay, there you go. Good job, Grim. Pass, Grim. You knew exactly what I was thinking in my head. I didn't have to say anything for that one. But anyways, yeah, so we got that stuff going, and we did it. Yay! More puzzles! Are you tired of the puzzles yet? Don't worry, it's gonna get bigger! Yeah, at some point, I'll be curious of the comment section if you want me to do more puzzles or not. Then let me know, because then I will do that, or say, but, yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. If people like to see me fail at puzzles, then I can continue with. If not, if they're like, nah, we don't care about that, then I won't include them anymore. I'll be just kind of like cutting them out from the videos. But I don't know. Let's see let's see the audience what they have to say. I know there's not a whole lot of them just yet, but we'll see. Anyways.
So you've decided to join Pixie's business?
Yeah, and I gotta say, I had my doubts, but I'm actually enjoying myself. It's nice to get things done for a change. Plus, I have my own thing going on now. I guess the only way to really know what you want is just trying things out until you find what you like, right?
I love how the character placement... Here, we're done with John Hunt. I'm loving how some of the character placements is just so wonky. Because it causes... It looked like Prudence... Like, Prudence was hiding behind a tree, so it looked like she was talking to the apples. And yeah, we finally unlock level 7, which means we get access to Hugsley! Yes, this is our next character we can get. We have money to get him. So, this is his interesting looking house. And you can look at his face and pretty much give a good idea exactly what this is going to be called, like what his whole personality is going to be. If you don't know, well, the beginning of this this quest line is going to give you a hint. Oh, yeah. What the Oh, what kind of Lovecraftian nightmares? Oh no, it's even worse. Oh god, this is a nightmare. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god, made a boo-boo.
Morning, Grim. Isn't it a lovely day?
It was, but I'm scared to see what happens if I would say no.
There's something really soothing about listening to the sea every morning. You know, when I was a child, I used to be absolutely terrified of the sea.
Oh, is that why you became the Lovecraftian nightmare? Is that just a tie-in to him and his fear of the sea?
And then when I broke up with my first boyfriend, my mom came over and said, "There's plenty more fish in the sea." And she never quite understood why I started crying even louder.
Wow, that is really sad. Great story, by the way, Amy. Anyways, let's see what we're going on here. Fears. Place Huxley's house, get to 17. Yep. If you don't know what his personality is, I think you got a good idea now. He's one of those people. And what a great segment to go into that with her talking about her greatest fears. And yeah, as I hinted before, there it was. The game sometimes is wonky with the animations and what they want to load in as far as assets goes. So we got to see the Lovecraftian Amy monster. Now you can see why I'm starting to want to cover this game. Because of how this makes me laugh. And it gives me some good juicy content to make memes of. But the other thing is... she's not the only one that ends up looking like that. There's one in particular that will come up eventually when we get to a certain character. And what was funny was I accidentally recorded myself, like the background audio, without me knowing, because I was doing it for another video. And if this was a blessing in disguise, because I got a genuine reaction when I saw this happen. So I'm gonna show that off. Because I think it's going to be great. Oh yeah, this is the train I was talking about, by the way. Like the train that you would think, oh, let's connect this with the train, right? Well, oh, how much money is this? And would you like to know, there's going to be a character that needs this in order to do an animation because he has a special things when it comes to trains. He's going to be one of those characters. Ah! But we won't learn more about that until part 3. Where we get introduced to Huxley and all the other cool, kooky things that come on with this match. Island. So, yeah, we had some fun. We had some laughs. And, quite honestly, I'm starting to enjoy this. And, yeah, this series is going to be small for now. But once it fully gets revealed outside and everyone gets to play it, it'll be curious to see how well these videos does as it pops. Because usually I find that these videos tend to pop up in the beginning months, and then it might die out later, but we'll have to wait and see what ends up happening here, see what comes out of it. I'm still kind of hopeful from the game I covered before, but I'm still in this waiting and see limbo period, so yeah, that's unfortunate. But yeah, that will be it for me. So yeah, I guess that's it. So we're going to continue off part 3, where we get introduced to a new character. Get to see his life and his worries and what he does in the town, and see more of Amy's new jobbing adventure and how that goes. So until then, I've been Grim, and I'll be seeing you next time for more Match Island. Until then, the sun sets and sign, and have a good one.